Once you've added the Facebook pixel to your website, you're going to want to start taking advantage of it straight away. And you can do that by setting up a custom audience based off of the people who have visited your website. Now, this is often known as retargeting or remarketing, and a really good use case is to target people who've maybe added an item to the shopping cart but not reached the checkout page. And so you can put an ad in front of them and give them an offer, give them a coupon to really finish that checkout. Now, you probably would have never had an email address for them, so you can't do it by email. So with Facebook ads and this custom website audience, you can really enable that. Now, there's tons of more use cases, but let's kick it off and really show you how to get this set up. So what you want to do to get started is come into your Facebook Ads Manager, come up to the top left-hand side here and click on Audiences. Now, once this page loads up, what you want to do is really click on the button here to create an audience. And we're really creating a custom audience. Now, as you can see, you can create a custom audience from a number of different sources. A customer file, like an email list, website traffic, once you've got the Facebook pixel set up, app activity, once you've got the Facebook SDK installed, which is essentially the app equivalent of the Facebook pixel, and you can create a custom audience from people who have engaged on your Facebook page. Right now, we're going to create a custom audience from website traffic. Now, in here, again, you can see there are a number of different parameters that you can use to create this custom audience. Right at the top here, you can see that you can create a custom audience from anybody who's visited your website. And this is a great audience to have, and you can promote blog posts to this audience, get them to opt into something and give them your email address, sell products to them, or get them to like your page. Now, as you can imagine, targeting an audience of people who are already familiar with your website and what you're offering is going to be much better in terms of getting results because they're already aware of you, who you are. They're already at that second stage of the funnel. So you can set up a custom audience just for anyone who visited your website. You can also go deeper though if you want, and you can target people who visit specific web pages only. So maybe people who've reached a certain landing page. If you've got a blog post on a particular topic and you want to retarget those people with a new related blog post, you can do that. You can also come down again and target people who've visited specific web pages but not others. And this is an interesting use case, so let's open up this example. For example, if we want to return to that example, target people who have really maybe looked at products in our store. So what we're really doing here is including people in our audience who have visited any web page that meets the following rules. So the URL contains store. So for example, this would be mysite.com/store/product A, B, C, D, E, whatever it is. So they could have viewed any of the products in your store and you want to include them in your audience. Now, who you want to exclude is people who actually looked at the product in the store and then actually went to the checkout. So we know that the people who reached the checkout page only could have reached there because they bought the product. So we want to exclude those people from our audience if we are doing a campaign for abandonment remarketing. Now you can get more specific if you want and include a URL that contains exactly maybe a particular type of product, and you can serve the ad back to them containing that product. So there are tons of options there. It really is going to depend on the specific goals that you have, but you can recreate really targeted custom audiences based off your web traffic. Now, for what right now, the easiest place to probably get started is just create a custom audience of anybody who's visited your website. You can see that you can set the parameters in terms of the number of days to do that. For a smaller website, you might want to make that bigger. So I'm just going to move this out to maybe 180 days. And then you can just put in the audience name. So all web visitors. And then you just have to click create audience here. Now I can see that my audience has been created. Right now it's saying the audience is too small. And what you have to remember is that because I've just installed my Facebook Pixel, Facebook has only gathered up those people who have been in my website since I've installed it. They can't go back in the past and pull information out of the sky. So it might take time for this audience to build up, but once it does, it's going to be extremely valuable. So now that you know how to set up a custom website audience, go ahead and set one up for yourself, following the same steps that you've learned in this video.